Hi there music fans, and welcome to another one of my album reviews, and today I'm going to review Hank Marvin's 2000 album Marvin at the Movies. And yeah, this, like Heartbeat, got to number 17 in the British album chart, but this one I really love. As I said with the last review, I liked some of the tracks and dismissed some of the others, and I was saying it as well in the last review for Heartbeat that I wasn't too fond of Hank covering too many of the classic tracks or current pop tracks at the time. But I actually really love this one, so I'm going to be a little bit hypocritical with this one because I actually love some of the covers on this one. So I'll go through some of the tracks now. It opens with A Hard Day's Night, Hank's cover on the Beatles classic. As I say, I absolutely love Hank when he covers the Beatles. I'd love him to do a full album of Beatles covers. I know he's done quite a few in the past. I'd love him to put something together like he did for this album. He did for Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice. He put some of the past tracks together with a couple of new ones, and I'd love him to do that with Beatles tracks as well. So yeah, I absolutely love Hard Day's Night. Follows The Sound of Silence, which I think it absolutely works fantastic as an instrumental. Probably one of the strongest songs on the album, the tracks on the album, is The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. Absolutely fantastic. I probably like it, probably because it was an instrumental before. It's originally an instrumental from the Clint Eastwood classic movie. That's probably why I like it. Big Clint Eastwood fan, big Hank fan. Absolutely love this version of Good, Bad, The Ugly. Follows Kiss from a Rose, the classic Seal track from one of the Batman films, I think Batman Forever. Yeah, it's okay. It's not. Wouldn't be one of my favorites on the album. How Deep Is Your Love is next. Probably my favorite Bee Gees track of all time. Absolutely love it, and Hank plays it absolutely beautiful as an instrumental. Follows an interesting one next. Windmills of Your Mind, which originally appeared on Hank's debut album, Hank Marvin, back in 1969. And it was a slower tempo version on that album. But this is an upbeat, faster, up-tempo version on this album, and I think I prefer this version. Follows When You Say Nothing At All, which was currently a hit from the movie Notting Hill, but I think a couple of people covered it before that version. Alison Krauss, I think, does the best version of When You Say Nothing At All. I absolutely love her singing this, but I love this instrumental as well. Follows Son of a Preacher Man, which is quite good as well. Follows another James Bond classic, Goldfinger, absolutely fantastic. I'm a big James Bond fan, so I love him when he does James Bond themes. Absolutely fantastic. Follows Groovy Kinda Love, which is quite good as well. It was a 60s hit and covered again by Phil Collins, I think in the late 80s or early 90s for his movie Buster. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Follows La Bamba, which is yeah, it's nice. It's okay. I love the original by Richie Valens because I'm a big rock and roll fan. I love the original, and this is quite good as well. Follows Theme from Star Wars. Huge Star Wars fan. Absolutely love the fact that Hank covered the theme tune. Follows My Heart Will Go On, which is quite nice as well, from Titanic, of course. Ain't No Sunshine is quite nice as well, the classic Bill Winters track. Love Is All Around, the big number one for Wet 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 in the 90s. I think back in 91, I think Wet 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 had 17 weeks or something, the number one with this classic from the 60s, originally by the Trogs, written by Reg Presley of the Trogs, and then Wet 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 covered in the 90s and got, like, as I say, probably one of the biggest hits of the 90s with it. And then that follows the James Bond medley, which I think is one of my favourite, definitely my favourite track on this album. I absolutely love this, and I think I go as far as to say it's probably my favourite Hank Marvin track of his whole solo career. Absolutely love, big James Bond fan, and we don't only just get the James Bond theme, we get a medley of some of the classics theme tunes as well. So it's a medley of the James Bond theme, From Russia With Love, You Only Live Twice, and On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Absolutely love this, and as I say, it's probably one of my favourite tracks that Hank has done in his whole career as a solo artist. And the album closed with Will You Remember Me, which is a beautiful track, and Hank's daughter Talia sings lead vocals on it, so that's beautiful as well. So how would I rate this album? I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because I absolutely love, even though there's one or two tracks that I'm not too crazy about. I think the other tracks, The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, How Deep Is Your Love, James Bond theme, some of the others, Star Wars theme, absolutely love this album. So this is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. But I'd love to get in the section below your thoughts on Hank Marvin's 2000 classic album, Marvin at the Movies.